Hello and welcome people, this is Dark Forest Shadows here, and today I'm just going to run through my cutting equipment for my outdoor requirements. Nothing too fancy. I may even squeeze in the fire kit for you. I'm just going to spin round, it's easier. I've got the sheath to both of these. That's just a locking knife, and that's my saw. Don't know if you're picking it up. You know what I'm like. First off, had this getting on a good 3 years. Little hatchet, paracord in, 2 different strands of paracord. Don't know if I can zoom in. It's well used. Over the years I've used this back edge as a hammer, I've used it for digging. I'm terrible when it comes to maintaining equipment. But I just grind it sharp again. It's doing the job. They say it's indestructible. It's a Fiskers. I know Gillette are doing one. No, it's Gerber, sorry. I'm not sure if they've merged or what, but yeah, it's a good axe. Again, I respect nature, so if I do use this, I'll use a sprig of a tree or something that's not actually going to compete with the other trees for light and is going to die eventually. And again, for dead timber I use it. The sheath has been annihilated by my puppy, which you will see at some point. But yeah, good axe. I'm an axe man, not a saw man. Not disputing anyone. Again, I got the keychain, the little knife. This is just a basic lock knife. Nothing too special. I did have a Gerber Ascent knife, lots of money, and I lost it. I've lost lots of things. I've lost a Leatherman Wave multi-tool. I did a lot of modifications to it, and I got to replace that at some point. It's not imperative. Again, it's in my little survival gimmick. Illegal, as I told you in a previous video. However, I just brought it out today at a local spot, not many people around, beautiful area, raining. Just thought I'd pop out and just run through this very quickly. This here in a sheath, nothing special, but it's a good saw blade. And what I've done is cut it down to size to fit in my bag. Pull this back a bit. If you're getting that, but that is the length or the height of my bag. Let's put it at an angle, you might be able to see it. I'd say it's about 2 foot in length. I only work on a 25, I think it is, for my main bag litre system instead of the 120s and 80s and 90s. In the sheath I got cable ties, so I can just make a bow saw out of that. I know there's more technical ones with the actual slimline metal handles, but this does the job if I'm on a longer term camp, and yeah, does the job. So that's all my cutting equipment needs. Swear by the axe. Someone done a recent review. It is a Gerber, I apologise. And I was saying, I've beat the crap out of this thing, and it's holding up well. I'm looking at doing some mods to the handle, because it's hollow. But yeah, excellent axe. A lot of paracord on there. I've got the original 550 underneath this, I'm going too quick, underneath this thinner paracord. Well, it's more like a cord. But again, I'm used to this axe now. Initially, you do build up the blisters or all that on your hands. I'm just going to run through the sharpening side of things as well as the keychain. This is my day sack, my laser 20 litre. Excellent. Weighs next to nothing. Waterproof to a certain degree. But basically this and my main bag, because I'm using this more in the summer at the minute, there's a little bladder pack hook thing there. and I use all these elastics so I can detach them as and when it's all tangled. I've got a P3 in there, my compass. I'm not too into navigation because the areas I go and frequent I know like the back of my hand. New areas I take a map. I also keep the instructions of basic navigation in a Ziploc bag taped to the back of it, just in case anyone that isn't familiar has a half a chance of getting somewhere. Here I've got a heavy duty file which I use for the axe. More of a cutting it rough man when it comes to sharpening. I've got a nice little diamond rod, not the same as the keychain. And again, my lighter's in there as and when I need it. A smaller file, I'm not sure if that's attached in this bag. No, it's on the other bag. But yeah, that's generally what I do. I mean, that setup minus the compass and the big file could just stay with the main bag, but it's just handy just to switch between the two. And you'll see in later videos that this bag actually fits neatly onto my main pack. Let's have a look at the time. We're doing alright on the time, so I'm just going to rip through this little fire kit which you've seen on the belt, but I didn't delve into it. I'm just going to show you what's in there. I'm not a traditional bushcrafter, it's all synthetic as such. Again, I made a mistake on the medikit. I said latex gloves, these are nitrile gloves, but there's the hexi tab, keeps them watertight. Keep a few in there as they're coming out. I've got a mini bic, it's always in use. I've got a few more kicking around where I put the cable tie around just to stop it diffusing the gas, but I like the little mini bics, hexi tabs. This here's some corded twine string for the wick system. This here is lighter fluid for my lighter. It's a little pocket one, but I keep it in there. And this tape here, don't know if you can see, don't know what you're picking up, is actual flints for the lighter, so I can maintain this for quite a few weeks running, I guess. And in a disaster situation, things are gonna deplete over time, so it's just making up what you can. Swing around a bit. This tub here is my coconut oil. Now these are off of latex gloves. This is rubber, excellent for fire. On the base of here is, I've pressed 3 tea light candles into this, the trays, and I use my coconut oil, which is here. I prove it's coconut oil. I would like to ignite it. I should have done a separate video. You're going to watch me bloody eat some crap here. But yeah, this excellent stuff. Don't know if you're picking it up. It's got nutritional values to it. There's me eating like an animal, but I don't know if you can see that. Good for moisturising, edible, which I'm working on the SAS style survival pocket kit, but yeah, I should have done it more like this. That's the coconut oil, which I can spatula into this, spinning back round very quickly. I'm always in chaos, you know what I'm like. Tampon, stole one off the girlfriend, haven't used it as such. Here is my fire steel. Now I don't use the scraper that comes with it, I use the Stanley blade as such to make the sparks, and I use the back edge. Don't know if you're picking it up. I could actually fire it at you. Fire some at you, there you go. So yeah, I use that if need be. There's a small file. These are very hard to resharpen, however the file will do that if need be. but because they weigh next to nothing, the Stanley blades, I can chuck them in. Just some more hexi tabs, some more spare blades, just for the fun of it. And in the bottom of here, some more tea lights. But these are the little wick holders, little steel wick holders. I got some made up. You can see them. So they can sit in the tea light like so. Put the coconut oil in, or in a longer term, like you got the pine resin as such. Still working on that. But again, once these are diffused, I can use the file end, so say that's gone, I can use the file end to reopen it. I'll pull a wick out for you actually. So yeah, you can see that once the wick's gone and I have to recharge, but I can prise it back open to re-wick it. So yeah, it's, for me, it's looking at a more longer term light source. We're all becoming dependent on all this gadgetry as such, and that's where the bushcraft side of things will come in for me. Now here out the top of this, I just cut this padding on the pouch. Just got a small magnifying glass. This does work, I've tried it, but it needs to be a real nice day, no wind, but I managed to set fire to a cigarette paper. So yeah, that there is my fire and blades as such. There's quite a little bunch that's come out of that, and again, the only thing that I really do restock at the minute is the hexi tabs. Again, I just got my brew on the go. It's just steaming away. I just used a couple of hexes on there. They've burnt out, so I'm ready for a brew, which is there. You've seen the cooking kit. There's the Scout pack that I just brought out with me. Chuck some of that in there. Multitasking again. Nice wet drizzly day, but I'm suited and booted for it. I just rigged up, zoom out a bit, that's my Terra Nova laser tarp system. Nothing too fancy. I like to leave the camera here and lay under it for you and all that stuff. It's a basic system. This here is fully a stretched elastic on certain points. I forgot to cord this one, so I just used the sharpening rod off of my keychain. The keychain's always with me, getting wet again. There's my other little blade. The other one, you've seen all these. I even got the hygiene kit with me, just to get used to cutting my nails with the scissors on it. But yeah, make the most of the time you got. I apologise that I haven't uploaded for a while, and I thank you for all the comments and subscriptions. It's just about sharing ideas as such. It's just a nice little quiet area I come to. Nice viewpoint. I can't really see a lot with this phone, with this camera. Sorry to be a bit chaotic and hectic. But yeah, the tarp works well. I've got 2 tarps I use, and these are just steel alley tent rods that I've cut. But I shall go through this at some point with you, and that all goes into this bag here, which is a different pouch that was on the bout video. I switch and change all the time, but yeah, I'm going to have to leave you to it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.